Hi, I'm Tom from TEB Contractors, and I'm here with our General Manager, Tanya.
Hey guys.
TEB Contractors are a company based in South Australia, and we specialise in the construction and surfacing of all sporting areas such as tennis, netball, basketball courts, cricket pitches, etc. In that time, we have surfaced and resurfaced and constructed many areas for local councils and governments, in many primary and high schools, lots of rural and local netball tennis clubs, and many residential customers. Today we are excited to be discussing our number one preferred product and what we recommend to most of our clients now, and that is the Laykold Masters Float Premium Cushioned Surface. So Laykold Masters Float is a product manufactured by APT. APT are an Australian-based manufacturer, and they specialise in all sporting surfaces along the lines of acrylic, synthetic, rubber running tracks, and they have their products in the Commonwealth and Olympic Games, and they are a very respected manufacturer worldwide. So what is the Laykold Masters Float surface? It is a surface that is designed to be installed on areas that have ongoing issues such as cracking and structural damage to the surface. So in South Australia, we have a lot of reactive clay type soils, and ground movement is always an ongoing issue, and many hard courts will crack with no given time frame and no guarantee. So this is where this product comes in handy, because it can be laid straight over the top of an existing surface, and it can act as a long-term solution to these issues, and also it provides a cushioned, comfortable surface for players to play on, which is much more forgiving on their knees and joints, and it increased participation rates because it will allow players to play longer throughout their careers and significantly reduce the risk of injury. So how is the Laykold Masters surface installed? Well, there's always going to be a lot of preparation that may need to be considered before just laying the system down. So as you can see on this surface here, we filled many low-lying areas which were holding water. After the rain, there was puddles sitting on the court. So if there's any puddles of significance, we will try our best to significantly reduce these puddles by screeding a patching product through them and lifting the area up to 10 mil. Anything greater than 10 mil we may need to cut out and rebuild that section. We can also cut out high areas on the court that are raised from tree roots, etc., and level them out prior to the surface going down. Then quite often we will run our grinders over the entire surface to smooth it all off. And then once we have addressed a lot of the areas that need to be patched and prepared, we are then ready to roll out our rubber mats over the top of the surface. I'll just go back to me for a sec. So these mats come in 1.2 meter wide rolls, and we roll them over the top of the existing surface and join them together on a backing tape with a polyurethane adhesive. Once the mats are all joined together, we then flush out the joins. As you can see on the photo here, all the joins have been flushed with a urethane type product, so they're sealed, and then we apply a mat sealer over the top of the surface, which seals all of the rubber prior to putting our coatings over the top. Before the coatings go down, all of the edges are stuck to the ground, and they are sealed with a urethane sealer as well, so no water can get under the mat. So only the edges are stuck to the ground, which leaves the rest of the surface to be a floating system. So therefore, anytime the ground moves, the whole system can flex and move with the ground. And because it's not stuck to the ground, the mat will not tear and no cracks will reflect through the final surface. So if we go back to our slides, you can see that after the sealers are down, we use rubber squeegees to start putting our coats down, and the first coat was a filler coat to fill any small voids in the mat. Then we put 2 or 3 layers of colour. So we on a lot of netball clubs we will do a brush finish for extra grip. So the Laykold paint that goes on top of the surface is a slip resistance product, and it is suitable for netball because it has the properties in the wet that will enable players to not slip and slide, and it is recommended by all netball governing bodies as a safe non-slip surface. So you can see once the mats are down, you can be quite creative with the colors. Here is a job that we did in a primary school, which is a Kohler area. This Kohler area had an old synthetic court that was falling apart, and the joins were all torn and lines were lifting out. So we completely removed the surface, and then we had to prepare the base prior to putting the rubber mats down. But once the cushion system was installed, we came up with quite a vibrant, nice design, including this running track around the outside. And you can see the final product looks just amazing. So now they don't have to worry about the system cracking. If it was just a standard hard court resurface, the amount of ground movement that was in this area, even with new asphalt, you can give no guarantee whatsoever that that surface wouldn't crack and be damaged again in very little time. So by providing this system, we believe we've given them great value for money, and also the kids absolutely love playing on it. So not only in schools, we've put this system down in many netball clubs, and it's becoming the #1 preferred surface to play on in South Australia. So here's a list of all the netball and schools and stuff that we have put the surface down so far, and a list of all the upcoming jobs we have this season, which is already pretty much fully booked out. As you can see, in the past we've put the system in Largs Bay Primary School, Para Hills, Ungara Netball Club, Kapini Netball Club, Mundalla Netball Club, Peednippy Netball Club, Streaky Bay Netball and Tennis Club, Poochera Netball Club, and our upcoming projects include Linden Park Primary School, Golden Grove Tennis Club, Narracourt Netball and Tennis Club, and Riddell Tennis Club. Plus, we are also expecting another handful of jobs to be confirmed in the next upcoming weeks. So if you'd like to have a look at putting this system down in your club, and you want more information and some possible pricing on what the project will cost, so you can start working towards raising the appropriate funds that you need to make the project happen, get in contact with us now. We're always here to take your call, and we're always here to offer you any advice and help that you may need in achieving this product. It has become the #1 product in sought after surface product in South Australia, and all the netball associations that have started playing on this surface just want this to be their go-to surface, and hard courts really are becoming a thing of the past. So maybe start looking towards the future, join the revolution, and embrace the new technology, which is Masters Float. Thank you.